Welcome to Marketing Management and Money. This is going to be a current events topic mini episode that we're going to do real quick, that we want to talk about what is going on with what I'm going to call an employment crisis. And it really, when I say crisis, it's really affecting the owners of certain small businesses. So, looking at like restaurants that are getting hit pretty hard, kind of the low skill entry level employees for hospitality and different industries that are looking for just kind of a little bit of a low skill entry level employee. And the problem is that these people are not wanting to go to work right now. And there are a couple reasons why. Some of it has to do with the lingering effects of the pandemic. You got people who are still a little bit nervous to go into these types of industries that have a lot of, exposure, that you interact with the public. So, some of these employees don't want to do that. But probably the biggest reason, at least here in the United States, is all of the stimulus money, all of the unemployment benefits that have been extended and increased. And it has incentivized people in low-skill jobs to not really want to enter the workforce. They don't have to. And the problem that it's creating is that industries that rely heavily on low-skill work can't find people to work for them. And if this is you, if this is your business, I'm going to talk today about some strategies that you can employ that can help you find the work that you need and help you grow and expand your business, even in a tumultuous, uncertain market. The key to this is marketing. If you are trying to get talent, you have to market yourself and your business to potential employees as much as you would market yourself and your business to your customers. So many times entrepreneurs think that all they have to do is just post on, some sort of job board, LinkedIn or Indeed or Monster or whatever you're going to use. And they think that by posting and letting, people know, hey, here we are, this is what we offer, that's going to be good enough. It's not in today's market. So if you find yourself struggling to get people to want to work for you, then you're going to need to be more strategic in your marketing efforts. One of the things that I want to point out is, this is kind of a current topic going on. These are not necessarily marketing principles that we're going to be talking about as much as marketing tactics. And the difference would be a marketing principle is something that is always going to be important. The relationship between your price and your quality that creates a value proposition for your customer. That's a marketing principle because it doesn't change regardless of what market you are in. I mean, the numbers might change, but the principle doesn't change. This particular tactic only applies if you are in an environment where it is difficult to find employees. And so some industries right now, that's not the case. Some industries are, they're doing great. They're actually doing better because of the pandemic. But there are many industries that are, suffering and struggling. So the first thing that I would do is, just like in regular marketing, you've got to understand your customer base. You spend time finding out who your customer is. Well, in this instance, if you're trying to get employees, your customer now has become the employee. So the first thing that you've got to do is you've got to understand who the potential employee is, and you've got to understand them. And so you've got to spend some time talking to them, finding out what they are interested in, what they are not interested in. The second thing is, when you are marketing a position, so many times it becomes a price war. So if you think about commodity pricing, if you sell commodities, the idea of a commodity is that there's no added value to that good. Therefore, you just pay whatever price the market dictates. But in most cases, for small businesses, they have some sort of added value, and therefore they can increase their price based on that added value. Wheat or oil or gold, those are commodities that are just going to have a market price. But if you sell computer repair services or plumbing, or, if you manufacture widgets, because you've added a value, you can now, dictate the price a little bit. Well, think about this in terms of, hiring. Do you hire at a commodity level where you are just stuck paying whatever price the market is dictating? Or do you have a value proposition that you can offer to potential employees? And what I mean by value proposition is, are there things other than the standard pay and benefits that you can offer? What's the environment? What's the culture? What's the flexibility that you offer employees? What are the training opportunities? Are you going to help them get skills and knowledge to progress in their career? I knew a small business owner once that had a mantra that he lived by, and his goal was to help everyone that worked for him find a better job. And he lived it, and he would constantly train people. And there wasn't a lot of opportunity in his work or in his business to, have them progress. And so oftentimes that meant that he would take his best and brightest and help them find jobs outside of his organization. But you know what it did? It created this reputation that it was a wonderful environment to work for. And he never had a problem trying to attract new talent because people understood that he really cared about them deeply. And it wasn't just a name or a number that he was just churning through. Now, there are some really big players out there who are gobbling up some of the, some of the talent out there that you as small business owners want to hire. But the way that they're gobbling it up is they're just offering wages and benefits. They're offering stability. And so you need to market against those things. You need to have culture. You need to have development. You need to have, something that really attracts your potential employees so that they want to come and work for you. The other thing that this is going to do is it's going to save you some money, because instead of having to constantly increase the wage, you're going to have alternatives that you can offer your employees that might be some cost savings that are going to make them happier, more productive, save you some money. I mean, think about entry-level employees. What are they trying to do? Well, some of them are kind of stuck in the system and, they don't know how to get out. So if you offered maybe a little bit of mentoring to help them get out of, this system that they're stuck in, that's huge. Or maybe they're, going to school. And so to them, flexibility is more important than pay. Or maybe resume building is more important than pay. There are all sorts of things, all sorts of opportunities. There are also people who are not in the traditional workforce that would be interested in coming back. I think of a lot of mothers who they stopped their career to start a family, but now that their kids are going back to school, they're looking at it and saying, I need to get back into the workforce. But they're intimidated because they haven't been in the workforce for several years. Their resume looks pretty blank right now, and they might need some help making that happen. These are all great opportunities where you as small businesses can step in and fill that gap. So the takeaway here is to treat your hiring more like a strategic marketing plan and less like hiring if you really want to get the right people in place. If you want to learn more about strategic marketing and how to do it correctly, we've got episodes on this show, Marketing Management and Money, that you can check out. You can go to our website. It is marketingmanagementmoney.com. Tons of resources, or you can check us out, learndesk.us, and search Marketing Management Money. Thanks for checking us out.
Take control of your business today. Go to learndesk.us and search Marketing Management and Money for the small business insights you've always wanted. Be sure to stay tuned for new episodes on the first and third Wednesdays of every month, and make sure to subscribe to be notified when we release bonus content such as interviews and short discussions.